Alright, Shalom, Akim. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching His word in all true faith and sincerity. And today, I just want to touch on the evils that's approaching, in which the evils are already here, the things that contribute to the distress and anguish, of the people, from famines and pestilence, economic stress, is only going to intensify. And these are just signs to show you that we at the end of this empire. As well as the only way for wickedness to be rooted out, this is their process as well. So, matter of fact, let's start off with this in the book of Daniel. Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. It reads, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, who is standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book." And that time is really now. This is what the scriptures been pointing at the whole time. Even with, you had previous kingdoms that have came and went. They was that serve as examples on how these things will unfold today. So this is a time like no others, a time of trouble that have never been seen in history, man. And that's why I mentioned Michael, the Archangel Michael, to step in, because it's going to have to take divine intervention to be kept from these perils, man. It's going to have to take miracles. That's how bad it's going to get, to where you're going to need food to just somehow just materialize, or you're going to be in a situation where the only answer is for you to disappear. And it's accounts written throughout the scriptures, of said things, that give us hope and give us an outlet now when it seems where, if there's nothing you can do. That's when the Lord is going to really show out. But that's how bad it's going to get. Really, it's only the elect is going to be kept from these things, man. But everyone else outside of this, they're going to be taken. Let's get that matter of fact. Because these people are not aware of what's really unfolding in the planet Earth. There's a big shift that's happening. And it's not in the benefit of these people, man. You got the, people, stirred up with Trump, and then you have the Israel and Iran, and you got the Russia, Ukraine, the money system, these different vaccines, just everything, man. If there's a plethora of plagues that's unfolding throughout the planet Earth, and it's only going to get worse. Well, guess what? You'll have you just had the damn NBA draft, and it's the off season. Who going to this team, or these things to keep these people unaware. Hey, that's the Lord being that cunning hunter, man. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 12. It reads, "For man also knoweth not his time, as fishes that are taken in an evil net, and birds that are caught in a snare." And why didn't the Lord say as a deer, because that animal is keen on his surroundings. Something, he hears something or some smells, the wind pick up and he catch something within the wind, he sniff something out, and they gone, man. So that's what the Lord compared, these people as fishes they just going about their day to that net take them. And that's what's going to happen. These people just going to go by their day. Your Amazon wish list. Yet the famine is creeping upon you. And once it get within range, within striking range, hey, that's it, man. The teeth of wild beasts, the captivity. These are the things that's on the earth, and it's only going to get worse, man. But, just being under the influence of Esau and in that darkness, these people are not aware of what's happening in the planet Earth. The earth, we at the end of the world. You see a motherfucker coughing up blood, it's, you can say that, he ain't got too many days kicking, So it says, I'm gonna read this again. It says, "For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in a snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them. And this is indeed an evil time." You have that saying, weak men make hard times. So we in a system to where literally everything is at the tip of your finger. You got an app that meet any desire. You have the luxury of turning the knob and water coming out. Of flushing your dong down, man. So, these motherfuckers don't really know what it is to really experience catching hell and sorrows, man. To people so used to your power go out, you expecting it to come on within an hour or so. Well, it's gonna be a point in time. Once that power go out, it will never come back on again. Once them grocery stores are out of stock, ain't gonna be no next week. And especially the things that these people invest in and the aspiration, the things they look to and expect and anticipate, the destruction of America is not part of it. So this is what's going to contribute to these people being taken and falling apart, man. Because we are at the end of the world. We at the end of this place. And it's going to go out violently. And a lot of people is going to be taken with it. Let's get this in the book of 2 Ezra 9. 2 Ezra 9:1. "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." So the Lord is visiting his place by the way of the plagues. See, we know where we at in this process because of the things that's happening on the earth. With the scriptures already outlined what was going to happen. And it was all meant for this moment. Even things that have been written and it came to pass, we can still apply today You know, because America, Babylon the Great, all these kingdoms is rolled up into one, man. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So as things get worse, it really becomes more and more clear. Just like the mark of the beast, which is the microchip. That prophecy is becoming more and more clear and obvious. Really, the next step is for these devils to implement it, man. You know, make it mandatory. So as we see these things unfold on planet Earth, we know we getting closer to the perfect day. It says, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So we seeing the end of the world, and it's filled with evils. Nothing but troubles. What the scripture say, evil and only evil. Matter of fact, let's grab that. Because that's really the norm now. To hear a constant flow of bad news. Whether a shooting to, you know, fucking the Dow dropping on in any and every category is some bad news, man. This is Ezekiel 7 verse 5. It reads, thus saith the Lord, power in evil and only evil, behold, is gone. See, that's the only thing that's coming to this place, Babylon the Great, America. All the scriptures talk about how the Lord pronounced evil against this place. That's what you're seeing. That's where the Lord sent forth his prophets to declare the downfall of this place, to bring forth the decree of the Lord. And his intents and purposes is the violent overthrow of this place. And it's a build up to it. The Lord gonna put these people through the ringer before the destruction comes, man. It says, an end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. Ain't going back to that we read in Ecclesiastes the 9th chapter how these people want to be taken, man. It says you can see the end is it's like a predator, and these people are the prey, man. And that's going to be in the form of the famine. You know, they didn't know the famine. You know, you're not going to get you get a 7-day notice. You know, there's going to be a food shortage. You getting a heads up, the power going to be off tomorrow, so get ready. No. These people are going to run into it. They're going to be suddenly, you know, that perplexity going to come in at. You know, because of the things that's coming on the earth. When you read St. Luke, the 21st chapter. But this is where we at, is a time of trouble, a time of evils, man. Because it's the end of this world. It's not going to get better. You ain't going to be able to vote no one in or march your way out of this. No, this is all prophecy. And we need these things to happen. That's going to benefit us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, Lord, when we part that righteous number. You know, but these are the steps to the end of the world, these evils that's unfolding. So yeah, Akim, I just hope they were edifying. I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, great millstone. Shalom to the elect. This teaching word in all true faith and sincerity. Shalom.